Have you ever wondered why your bank is incredibly friendly when you're broke, but suddenly turns cold the moment you start getting ahead? It's because there is a very specific number that threatens their entire business model. And that number is exactly $4,200. To you, $4,200 might look like a modest emergency fund. To a bank, it looks like a breach in their system. Last year, Americans paid $12.1 billion in overdraft fees. JPMorgan Chase alone collected over $1 billion, just from the accounts that kept hitting zero. But once you hit $4,200, that entire machine loses its grip on you. You've bought enough financial friction to make their most profitable products useless. Today, I'm going to show you the 3 invisible levers that flip the moment you cross this number, and how you can use the bank's own rules to build something they can't reach. They want you predictable. Let's become investo-mystic. And if you want the complete income blueprint, including the 4th lever I'll reveal at the end of this video, hit subscribe now. Every Thursday, another pattern. Lever 1. The Interest Arbitrage Flip. When you have $0, you are the bank's yield crop. They harvest 24% from your credit card, 18% from your auto loan. You are working for the money, and the money is working for them. This is not a metaphor. This is the literal transaction happening every month inside your statement. At $4,200, something mechanical changes. You have enough to self-insure. Instead of paying $150 a month in interest on a revolving balance, you pay that balance off. That $150 doesn't vanish. It stays in your pocket. You've just given yourself a guaranteed 24% return on your capital, with zero risk. No stock market required. The bank didn't offer you that return. You took it back. That is lever 1. Escape. The first lever doesn't require investing in anything. It doesn't require a broker or a strategy. It requires exactly one thing: enough of a buffer that you stop needing to borrow. Most people who save $4,200 stop here. And even stopping here puts them ahead of 40% of American households. But lever 2 is where it starts to get interesting. Lever 2, the negotiation shadow. Here's one of the most important sentences in this video. Desperation has a scent, and banks can smell it. When you need a loan today to fix a car, you'll sign anything. You're a taker. And takers get the worst deals every single time, by design. But $4,200 changes your posture, physically, psychologically. When you walk into a bank with a 3-month cushion behind you, you don't need the first offer they give you. You shop the rate. You ask for fee waivers. You tell the teller you're evaluating whether to move your deposit elsewhere. You become, in the bank's internal categorization, a flight risk. And flight risks get perks. The products the bank reserves for wealthy clients, fee waivers, negotiated rates, relationship managers, are not reserved because those clients are wealthy. They're reserved because those clients have options. $4,200 gives you the same psychological posture, not because of the amount, because of what it represents, the ability to say no. The moment they realize you don't need them is the exact moment they start offering you the deals they usually hide. This is lever 2, power. Lever 1 stopped the bleeding. Lever 2 gives you leverage. But leverage over a bank is not the end game. The 3rd lever is where the architecture changes entirely. And it is the one that banks are most afraid of. Lever 3. The strike window. Most people miss the greatest wealth-building moments of their lifetime. market dips, distressed assets, once-in-a-decade deals. Not because they don't see the opportunity, because their money is already spoken for. Every dollar they have is assigned to a bill. When the opportunity window opens, it finds them locked. $4,200 gives you something economists call optionality. I call it the strike window. When the market drops 5% on a random Tuesday, the person with $0 is worried about groceries. The person with $4,200 is buying the blood. You are no longer a passive observer of economic events. You are a predatory investor, someone who profits from the same volatility that destroys everyone else's plans. Think about April 2025. The market dropped sharply on tariff news. Panic everywhere. Headlines screaming. The person with no liquid buffer watched their portfolio fall and could do nothing, because any spare money they had went to bills that month. The person with a strike window saw it as a buying opportunity and acted. That is not luck. That is architecture. You are not building a savings account. You are building an attack fund. This is lever 3, predator. Lever 1 was escape. Lever 2 was power. Lever 3 is positioning. Moving from someone the market happens to. Drop it in the comments right now. One word or phrase. 0, if you're starting from scratch. In the zone, if you're somewhere between 0 and $4,200. Over $4,200, if you've already crossed the threshold. That's it. I read every single one, and your answer tells me what blueprint to build next. Most people think $4,200 is just a number in a mobile banking app, a goal, a milestone, something you celebrate and then forget about. But now you see what it actually is. It is not a destination. It is a platform. The moment you cross this number, 3 systems activate simultaneously. Systems that were always available to you, but require liquidity to access. Lever 1 didn't just save you $150 a month. It restructured which direction the interest flows in your financial life. Lever 2 didn't just get you better deals. It moved you from the exploited class to the negotiating class. Lever 3 didn't just give you an emergency fund. It converted you from a passive observer of the economy into an entity that benefits from its instability. These are not 3 separate wins. They are one architectural shift. And most people who have $4,200 saved have no idea this shift has already happened to them. But there is a 4th lever, one that most people who reach $4,200 never find. Because it doesn't live in a savings account. It lives in the market. It involves a specific category of assets built to pay you income every single week. Not quarterly, not monthly, weekly. They are structured to generate cash flow from the same volatility that activates lever 3. And when you combine them with the strike window, you are not just protecting your $4,200. You are using it to build an income machine. The full blueprint is in the next video. The link is right here. The opening line will tell you everything you need to know. Find the 4th lever. I'll see you on the other side.